We are known for designing landmark projects. Some people call them iconic. We've designed museums, libraries, performance art theaters, mega projects, and even airports. As someone who is intimately involved in some of our well-known projects, I want to tell you a secret. We do not intentionally design iconic projects. It's a misconception. Clients do come to us and say, hey, can you create some wow spaces for us or Instagrammable spaces for us? That's not our design philosophy. We do not intentionally start designing an icon. That's not even possible. What is an icon? What makes buildings iconic? Clients come to us with their initial program to design their buildings. This, I think, is one-dimensional because it only caters to their vision and to their ideas. It can be a good starting point to start a design process, but it's very limited. It's limited to to an individual or a corporate needs. This is where I think designers need to take a pause, a deliberate pause, to think beyond the client's needs, to think about what the impact that building is going to have on the site, on the neighborhood, on the land, and to go beyond these needs. For us, this pause helps us think about innovative solutions. It helps us to imagine spaces beyond the functional needs. It also allows us to break away from traditional design methods and design approaches and come up with something special, new building paradigms, such as in Jewel Changi Airport. Jewel was built on a very, very tight site between a control tower and a terminal building. Even though the program that we got from our client Changi Airport was very challenging for this tight site, we truly believed in creating something exceptional. We created a garden with a big waterfall for the public. We created a big forest valley with an impressive waterfall in the heart of Changi Terminal, heart of Changi Airport. This garden is open 24/7, does not have any commercial activity. It is a space, a very well air-conditioned space, a comfortable space that introduces people to plant life. The waterfall in the middle, in the center, creates a serene atmosphere, which, people don't even realize that they're at an airport. Particularly, Changi Airport, unlike any other airports, unlike any other buildings, combines various facilities like aviation, landscape, and shopping under one roof. I have to tell you something. Right from the beginning of construction, I knew this was exceptional. Even though construction is a very stressful process, there were moments of wonder seeing the building come together. I would enthusiastically send their reports to my colleagues in Boston, explaining to them where we are, and as we eagerly waited for the building to get completed and to showcase to the whole world. I remember the opening days and weeks when thousands of people came to Jewel. The place was packed with people taking pictures, really marveling at things that we had done. I expected that. I expected them to be impressed by the sheer scale of the garden and the landscape. But what I did not anticipate was how that space would resonate with them emotionally, fostering a sense of joy and wonder, which continues even today, creating generational happiness. The beautiful water falling from the sky, the garden around you, seeing the rainbow in the water, makes people forget that they are at an airport. The space changes into a magical wonderland in the evenings. Travelers, when they visit Jewel, are rejuvenated. Local citizens and families are enthralled what the space offers in terms of entertainment. Senior citizens in wheelchair enjoying the place is heartwarming. The families are shopping and they sit peacefully enjoying the garden. I've heard them say quite often they feel that the space has been designed for their needs. The community has embraced Jewel, made it an icon of Singapore. Even New York Times wrote an article saying we should spend a day at Changi Airport, visiting Jewel. But how can one design spaces that foster a feeling of belonging in big projects, in mega projects? Particularly if a project is like Marina Bay Sands, which is made up of multiple special projects or special components. More than 15 years ago, actually, I moved to Singapore from Boston to work on Marina Bay Sands. On site throughout construction, seeing the building, the three towers rise, even we were astonished by the scale. We were overwhelmed. I always wondered what people would think of it, even though we designed it in a way that it could cater to the human scale. We broke it into specific components, different buildings. I wondered if it would be overwhelming for people too. Instead of just focusing on different building types, we focused on how the buildings would work together. We focused on how the buildings would interact with the public spaces. We created a public waterfront promenade for the people, for the community, integrated with the architecture and the landscape and natural light as a gathering space that would be used by day and night for various activities. Visitors come to the promenade with their families and friends to enjoy the waterfront. Bicyclists, joggers, health enthusiasts all flock to the promenade to do their activities. I love walking through the palm trees, going to the Art Science Museum. In the evening, it changes into a hub of activities for locals and tourists, all enjoying the various offerings, dinner options, and also all the entertainment against the backdrop of stunning Singapore skyline. The sculptural form of Art Science Museum, the digital projections, the swirling waters in Ned Khan's vortex, all adds to the excitement of the promenade. It's a dynamic public space. It's quite remarkable to see movie launches. The Avengers was launched over here. We didn't anticipate that. It is a place that belongs to the community, to the society. It is a really place that's enjoyed by all Singaporeans and tourists. Another important place, but that's in the sky, very popular, is the Sky Park at Marina Bay Sands. This 2.5-acre Sky Park's gardens connect the three towers on level 57. The cantilevered observation deck, which is a public deck, the 150-meter-long infinity edge pool are very popular, and they offer unparalleled 360-degree views of the city. In the evenings, visitors wait over here for hours to take pictures of the changing sky. Getting a right spot over there is challenging. But witnessing the magical transformation of the skyline and the cityscape is an unforgettable experience enjoyed by all. Whether it's yoga on the Sky Park or enjoying the lights of the city, it is a place that belongs to the people. It is a place that belongs to the community. And over the years, I've seen it become a must-visit destination for the whole world. Marina Bay Sands is seamlessly integrated into the Singaporean life. It is a global phenomenon recognized around the world as an icon of Singapore. Also an example how architecture could be a catalyst for financial changes and progress. For me, it was a lifetime lesson to see how a building or a development can impact society, a city, and even the country. Both these projects, Marina Bay Sands and Jewel, are commercial projects. One might say it is easier to convince developers to integrate public spaces within the commercial properties by showcasing more footfall or foot traffic, having positive impact on business. But as a designer, I feel strongly that irrespective of the building type, irrespective whether it's public, private, or like an office block, our duty as designers extends to enhancing and revitalizing the community and public life. We did exactly the same. At SJ Campus, the company headquarters located at the Jurong Innovation District, we created a dynamic anchor project. This opened just 6 months ago. This project is intended for the employees as well as the local community. We created a spine to connect directly the local community to the public transport. This spine also connects different blocks of offices and integrates the interior landscape and the exterior landscape, resulting in a campus in a garden. This is a new building typology that we created for offices and headquarters. The clustering of these mid-sized volumes around the spine evokes an atmosphere of a village, of collaboration. This is in contrast to what you see at typical headquarters in downtown areas, in congested areas, in high-rise buildings. This project is one of the first of its kind in terms of office typologies. with a strong emphasis on fostering connectivity and creativity. Our design goes beyond a conventional workplace. The spine, which is the 24-hour public internal road, or pedestrian road, connects the city, connects the greater neighborhood to the employees, to the public transport, as well as the public amenities which are within the buildings, like gym, childcare, etc., and connects to the gardens around. With the emphasis on connectivity and creativity, the connectivity between various blocks, the openness of the spaces, the creation of collaborative working space in gardens, this all has impacted the way the company operates. It is already reshaping the company's culture and its underlying thought process. The company now is committed to creating nurturing environment for its employees and also for the neighborhood. I cannot wait to see how this building evolves eventually for its employees and for the neighboring community. I have no doubt it will soon be an icon that will be enjoyed by everyone. Architecture is so much more than creating structures for functional purposes. Buildings like Jewel and Marina Bay Sands leave a lasting impact not just with the immediate users, but to the wider community. These projects serve as cultural landmarks and gathering spaces that foster a sense of pride, a sense of identity amongst residents. They have become iconic symbols of Singapore, attracting tourists, attracting international attention, and boosting the economy and culture of the country. Seeing the joy and wonder on people's faces, knowing that the space belongs to them, gives me immense happiness. Our design and our buildings are catered for the clients, the end users, and most importantly, the community. So I ask again, what defines an iconic building? A building becomes iconic when the community not just acknowledges it, but accepts it, cherishes it, and seamlessly integrates it into the fabric of the society. The people and the communities make our projects successful. They confer the status of iconic to our buildings. Thank you.